Hey guys, in this video we're going to be looking at economic development in Nigeria. So Nigeria is located in the west of Africa. It's near the coast, so it's not so it allows like trade and migration. Nigeria's population is growing very fast. What are some of the economies? BRIC economies include Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Mint economies include Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria, and Turkey. And Nigeria is one of the world's largest economies. So there are over 500 ethnic groups in Nigeria. The north is mainly the Muslim majority, whereas the south is mainly Christian majority. The environmental context, so you vary from in the north there's savanna desert, in the south there is tropical rainforest. Political context, so 1960 independence for Nigeria, and then we have Boko Haram. Boko Haram is a terrorist group. This is against girl education. Now we have like the health and stuff. So 8 out of 11,000 people died in Nigeria in the Ebola outbreak. They monitor, tracked, and isolated individuals that had the Ebola virus, and other countries follow the example. So the healthcare is very advanced. Nigeria's economy obviously is increasing. However, 60% of the population still live on $1.25 a day. Nigeria's industrial structure, so Nollywood is the third largest film industry. We have retail and wholesale businesses, so shifting from the informal to the formal sector. And last but not least, telecommunications, so more people have access to mobile phones. Oil is very important for Nigerian economy. It makes up 95% of its GDP and export earnings, so it's very, very important. It also allows trade and communication with other countries. However, if there's mass production, then the supply is high and the demand is low, so it could lead to like oil. So oil prices oil prices falling like it had done in 2015 in Nigeria. It's also non-renewable. However, TNCs are attracted to it due to the large amount of oil supply that we need as well. So companies like Exxon and Shell are attracted. Environmental impact, so gas flares can be caused. Oil is easily flammable and it's hard to clean up once it has been spilled. Environmental damage, so fish are polluted and killed. It's very dangerous for the environment. Nigeria and Britain, so the slave trade relationship, so Nigeria is slaves, Britain is resources. They're changing now, so China is one of its largest partners. For example, China gives Nigeria needs skills and expertise, so China gives that. China needs like resources to meet the demands of its population, so Nigeria gives that. For example, China built the 1,400 kilometers railway in Nigeria. So again, this helping each other. Some types of aid that Nigeria receives. So ODA is official development assistance. This is given from the government. Voluntary aid is given via voluntary organizations, for example, NGOs and charities. Multilateral is given between international organizations. Bilateral is given directly between countries, for example, something in return. Short-term emergency relief is given in terms of like natural disasters. Long-term development is for like the education and the healthcare. So 1960, obviously the independence. Then obviously the public services got cut off, and then by 2010 it got out of debt because by 2015 they wanted to eradicate poverty. Nigeria still needs aid because it wants to participate in the space program. It also wants the weather satellite so it can grow its crops properly, as well as the fact that 60% of the population still live on $1.25 a day, which is not a lot. And the quality of life, although has improved, the schooling age I think has increased by like 9 years. So people are staying in education longer, and the literacy rate has increased, as well as the life expectancy. However, the HDI is still 152 out of 187. Economic development, it creates jobs. People have those jobs, they earn money. Then with the money they can obviously pay tax, and with the tax the government invests it into public services, for example hospitals, which provide better healthcare. Better healthcare means healthier workers, so again the cycle repeats. Or the government could invest it into schooling, so schools and the educated workforce, so again they have more skills. Economic migrants, they're escaping for a better quality of life. They're looking for jobs and higher wages, so they move out of the country. and it's worth the risk. They want to send remittances back home and give the money that they earn in the HICs to LICs, and they risk these dangerous voyages to do so.